Ever catch yourself thinking, if only I had a millionaire's mindset? Well, get ready to dive into Secrets of the Millionaire Mind with us and explore what that actually means.
That's right. We're going deep on this one, unpacking how our childhood experiences shape our relationship with money.
Yeah, this isn't your typical get-rich-quick book.
Not at all. It's more about understanding those deep-seated beliefs about money, those financial blueprints we develop early on.
Right, those blueprints, they can either pave our way to wealth or, honestly, hold us back.
Exactly. It's like imagine the software that runs in the background of your computer. That's your financial blueprint, influencing how you think about money, how you earn it, spend it, even, and this is interesting, how you view wealthy people.
Okay, I see it, that internal operating system. But we developed this as kids.
Exactly. Think of it like this. The code for that software is written through our experiences growing up.
Huh. So you could be raised in a wealthy family, but still have that, what, like a poor financial blueprint?
It's totally possible. The book actually gives the example of lottery winners. You'd think winning millions would change everything, right? But shockingly, a lot of them end up back where they started.
Wait, really? Why is that? That's kind of a bummer.
It all comes back to the blueprint. Their internal blueprint, their core beliefs about money haven't changed. So they might subconsciously sabotage their success because deep down, they don't think they're meant to be wealthy.
Wow. That is a mind bender. So how does this blueprint actually form when we're kids? What shapes it?
Well, the book breaks it down into three main things: what we hear, what we see, and what we experience.
Okay, so let's start with what we hear. This has got to be about more than just like money doesn't grow on trees.
Right, for sure. Think about your childhood. Like, what
Right.
were the common phrases you heard about money? Were rich people spoken of as, like, admirable, or were they more, I don't know, resented? Did money equal security, or was it more like stress?
Hmm. Oh, wow. This is hitting close to home. I remember hearing, we can't afford that a
Oh.
lot. And not in a mean way, but it definitely made me associate money with scarcity.
It's crazy how those little phrases, the ones we hear over and over, they just become ingrained in our minds. The book actually talks about this one story where a kid asks his dad for money, and the dad's response is like, "What am I? Made of money."
Oh, ouch. Yeah, that's going to leave a mark.
Right. That one interaction, it ended up shaping the author's entire view of asking for what he was worth and just associating money with something negative. It's not always the exact words, but also the emotions tied to them.
Yeah, it's like money is getting emotionally charged by all those early experiences.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got what we hear. Now, what about what we see growing up? How does that play into our financial blueprint?
That's where modeling comes in. Think about it. You're a kid, you're watching your parents, right? Or your primary caregivers, whoever that is. You see how they're handling money. Their habits, their attitude, even their anxieties about finances, it all gets absorbed.
So if you grow up with a parent who was like a super saver, are you more likely to be frugal?
It's definitely possible. The author talks about how his own dad's generosity seemed to like fluctuate depending on their financial situation. So he subconsciously picked up on that and linked money to stress.
Wow, so even if our parents didn't sit us down and give us these lectures about money, we're still downloading their beliefs just by watching.
Okay, so we've covered what we hear and what we see. What about that third thing you mentioned? Specific incidents, right?
Exactly. Think about your childhood, any vivid memories that stand out, good or bad, where money was involved.
Okay, got it. Like maybe, I don't know, you got rewarded for good grades with a little cash, or you witnessed your parents having like a big argument about bills.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Like maybe, I don't know, in the book he talks about this girl, right?
Mm.
This young girl who always asked her dad for, ice cream money.
And he always gave it to her.
Yeah, every single time. Like no questions asked, just handed it right over. So she made this like connection in her mind between money and instant gratification.
Exactly. And those little connections, they can shape, well, everything. Our spending habits as adults, even our comfort levels with debt.
It's like we're walking around with these invisible scripts about money written by like our 10-year-old selves.
It's true. But here's the thing, and this is important. We can rewrite those scripts. We're not stuck with them forever.
Okay, good. So how do we do that? How do we rewrite something so deep, so ingrained?
Well, one powerful technique the book talks about is using declarations.
Declarations like what? Like we're declaring bankruptcy, that kind of declaration.
Not exactly, more like positive affirmations, specifically about money.
Oh, I see. Okay, so instead of saying like, ugh, I can never afford that, I'd say something like, I'm attracting abundance into my life.
Exactly. It's about shifting from that scarcity mindset to a mindset of abundance. You're speaking your desired financial reality into existence.
So even if my bank account doesn't reflect it yet, if I keep saying those affirmations, I'm like reprogramming my mind to believe in my own potential.
Exactly. You're planting seeds for that future of prosperity.
Okay, I like that. Planting those seeds. But declarations are just one part of it, right? What else can we do to rewrite our financial blueprint?
The people we surround ourselves with, that matters too.
So I need to go find some millionaire friends.
Well, it's not necessarily about, only hanging out with millionaires, although,
Oh, it couldn't hurt, right?
right. But seriously, it's more about exposing ourselves to different mindsets, different ways of thinking about money. Find some mentors, people you admire, read books, go to seminars.
So basically, I need to upgrade my social circle and upgrade my input, and then my financial blueprint will follow.
Exactly. The people we hang out with, the information we consume, it all influences our beliefs and our behaviors. So choose wisely.
Makes sense.
Hmm.
But here's the thing. Knowledge without action, it's kind of useless. How do we actually put this into practice?
Totally agree. The book really stresses that. It's not enough to just think differently about money. We have to act differently too.
So what's a good first step? What can our listeners start doing, like today, to make a change?
Start by taking a look at your spending habits. Ask yourself, am I spending mindlessly or am I making conscious decisions that align with my goals?
Right, budgeting. Not everyone's favorite thing to do, but definitely important.
For sure. And once you've got a handle on your spending, start looking into different investment opportunities.
Because, like those lottery winners we were talking about, they had the money, but not the knowledge to manage it.
Exactly. Financial education, that's key. Learn about investing, explore things like passive income streams.
So we're talking about building long-term wealth, not chasing those quick fixes.
You got it.
Yeah.
Making your money work for you.
Love that.
Okay.
Okay, so now I want to get into some of the big mindset differences between those who seem to attract wealth and those who, well, don't. You game. Right, so we've talked about these financial blueprints and how we can, start reshaping them. But I want to get into some concrete differences. How does the millionaire mind actually work differently?
One of the biggest differences is how they see opportunities. Someone with a scarcity mindset, they might focus on the obstacles, all the reasons something won't work.
Right, they're looking for the roadblocks.
Exactly. But those with a wealth mindset, they see potential in everything.
It's about spotting the open door.
Exactly. There's this great story in the book about the author. Early in his career, he actually took a job as a busboy.
A busboy.
Yeah, a busboy at a fancy restaurant. But he wasn't doing it for the minimum wage. He wanted to learn the dessert business from the ground up.
He was getting into the corridor. Right, that's what they call it in the book.
Exactly. That first step, even if it seems small, it gets you closer to where you want to be. He saw it as an opportunity to learn, even if it meant starting at what some people might consider, the bottom.
It's not always a straight line to success. Sometimes you got to take a detour to get the experience. What other mindset shifts did you notice?
This is a big one. A lot of people think it's either, you can either be wealthy or you can enjoy life. You have to pick one.
Yeah, money can't buy happiness. I've heard that one.
Right, but millionaires, they think more both hand. They get that you can build a life that's financially abundant and fulfilling. You don't have to choose.
So they're not bound by that, right?
Yeah.
They create a reality where they can have it all.
Exactly. And another thing, they understand the importance of managing their money.
So it's not just about making it. It's about, what? Being responsible with it.
Yes. No matter how much or how little they have. There's this story, Emma, remember? She started managing just $1 a month.
$1.
Yeah, dividing it into different accounts, just practicing. Eventually, those little actions helped her break free from debt.
It's amazing how these small disciplines can make such a big difference.
Totally. And last but not least, those with a millionaire mind, they get their money to work for them.
Instead of the other way around. They're not just trading time for money, passive income and all that, right?
Yes. Investments, real estate, all those things that generate income without, constant work.
Financial freedom, not just, being okay with money.
Yeah.
So after this deep dive, what's the big takeaway for everyone listening?
It always comes back to that blueprint. Wherever you are financially right now, it's not a reflection of your worth. It's just a result of your beliefs, the habits you've picked up.
But we can change those, right?
Absolutely. It starts with awareness. Pay attention to those money scripts playing in your head. Challenge them.
Reframe them, like we were talking about.
Exactly. And then take action. Align your actions with that new empowered mindset.
We can all be these financial architects, right?
Yay.
Redesigning our relationship with money.
That's it. And remember, everyone starts somewhere. Don't get hung up on past mistakes. Just start where you are, use the tools, and you'll see that transformation.
I love that. So much good stuff in Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And listeners, remember, no matter where you're at on your journey, your millionaire mind, it's in there somewhere. Just waiting, keep learning, keep growing, and who knows, maybe you'll be sharing your own secrets to success on the show someday.